Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we've got a few repairs to do, but I would like to deploy before we have our financial report. So let's go ahead and get those repairs done, and the question is, are we going to have the mech warriors for it? It's going to be close. We're going to have 3 mech warriors. We're not. Okay. So we're going to have to take this financial report, and I'm not okay with it. But it must be done, so we'll go ahead and accept that. I really would have preferred that we didn't take this particular financial report. But we're going to get all of our mech warriors back as of now, and I'm going to take one more day forward because that gets us our repaired mech bay as well. Now, we can't really do another engineering upgrade because of our current funding level. Thanks, Ghost. But we are going to go ahead and deploy here and see about getting ourselves some additional cash. I'm going to take a tactics point here for Buzz, and for Death Crusade, we don't need anything, but absolutely Glaive is going to get a gunnery point. There's no doubt about that.
Standing by.
A gunnery point for overhead, as, I mean, that's, I don't know why I said as.
Training complete.
That's as good as it gets, I guess.
I'm receiving you.
A gunnery point we will happily take. So there we go, there's all of our pilots done there, and we're going to go ahead and deploy at this point. And the question is there anything, ooh, these are pretty good here. This is slightly better. Yeah, I think we run this one here. This is a battle in the lowlands, and I like this. Now, this is going to be a kill confirmation mission. That is a pretty good thing for us. It's not a free priority salvage. I think we'll run it straight down the middle here. Oh wait, this is Lyran Commonwealth versus Comstar? I thought this was a Comstar mission. My bad, Comstar. We're going to go for the other side of it. Actually, this is Pirates that we're going to be against. And this is similar in the salvage situation. We're going to run it straight down the middle. Oh, the Hunchback. Yeah, the Hunchback isn't ready to go. We didn't get that set up. So the Vulcan, Blackjack, Centurion, and Centurion are good here. The Raven, Stiletto, Firestarter. And then we could deploy, like, say, the Javelin over here. And we don't have anybody with any Javelin affinities, I don't think. Buzz, you have no affinities, right? Oh, you actually do have Javelin affinities. We'll go ahead and take you. Fantastic. Yeah, we've got some unused tonnage. That is to be expected. So all things considered, we're going to be fielding 2 lances here, so this should be pretty decent. We've been putting a lot of money into our Argo upgrades. There's no doubt about that, and we're probably going to want to prioritize some slightly cheaper upgrades, but we need to deploy first, and then we'll be able to get our upgrades going immediately after, so that should be just fine. We're going to make about 700k here, which is going to be roughly the cost of our month tick. It's not going to be exactly the cost because it's a little lower by default, plus we're going to have all of our ammo, coolant, and drop weight costs, so it'll be a little less. But we should, if we get a good solid 3 deploy month here, we should be in a good position. So we need to disrupt the pirate reconnaissance mission. For weeks now, pirate forces have been scouting territory near Comstar-controlled land. Previous surveys of this land shows nothing of interest, yet there they are. Whatever it is they found, we don't want them to have it. Go in there and destroy them. Commander, this could be a wild goose chase. Of course, if there's nothing to find, they haven't wasted the time of their own mechs. Indeed.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, so do we have any allies? We do not. Where are the enemies? They are up on this hill. Kind of a fortified position for them there. That's a good spot for them to be. I wouldn't necessarily mind approaching up this valley here, assuming we don't take fire from both sides, but it looks like they are not going to be up on this cliff up here. So I think overall down here is a reasonable place to start, and then we'll see where they go from there. Excellent. We don't see any of them. Fascinating. I definitely would have expected to see them right now.
Copy that.
We're going to move up this embankment here.
Moving out.
And
Copy that.
we'll see where they are. We'll use the Stiletto as a scout here.
Moving
one out.
I'm going.
Uh-huh. J. Edgar, Galleon, Callus, and a fire truck. Oh, that's not bad at all. I'm assuming that they must have reinforcements.
Good to go.
Our fire starter is going to head up
Move order received.
as quick as it can and brace. Actually, that wasn't a
Commander.
sprint. Close enough. I would absolutely love... Yeah, I feel like we come up here with the stiletto and go after this
Full
J. Edgar.
speed.
Now, in terms of how much damage we have to do to kill a J. Edgar, I feel like we don't have to fire all of this. I'm going to fire the Rocket 10 and one of our ion bolt-ons. One of our iRocket bolt-ons, rather. And we'll see if this kills it. It did. Perfect.
Vehicle down.
That is
I
excellent.
am out of SRM.
Next up, our Raven is going to sprint up as quick as it can.
Confirmed.
We have to get up this embankment as quick as possible. We do not want to be caught up here by their reinforcements that I'm assuming
Roger.
that they have. Our Centurion will move up.
Waiting for
Our
orders.
secondary Centurion will also move up. Now this one
Moving at
has
full
jump
throttle.
jets, so we may be able to jump this distance.
Standing
The
by.
Vulcan is going to sprint up to here. We're just making our way up this hill as quick as we can, right?
I'm listening.
Our Javelin is going to sprint up to here. Now they have some movement. Fire truck isn't going to do anything, of course. Galleon, moving off. Callus, moving over that way. Okay. Not a big
go.
deal. Our Blackjack is going to sprint up the hill.
Double time. Let's go.
And let's check our LRM hit odds. Not worth it. Okay. We're going to end that. And then we're going to run our fire starter up over here.
Hey, let's see what this baby can do.
25.4, exactly the same. Okay. I think we'll fire on the fire truck here. I feel like it's less armored. Okay, we got a single hit in there. That's
What's up,
great.
boss?
Our Raven is going to come up and do basically the same exact thing. We're going to position here, and
copy.
yes, the Raven is slightly exposed. I'm going to Vigilance it here. And then we're going to launch a narc in beacon mode, and I do actually want this narc to be our first thing that fires. And I believe we failed to narc it there. Yes, we did. Okay.
Let's do this.
That's fine. Our stiletto is going to sprint up into this side arc here.
No shooting, just running.
And I would once again love to fire on this guy. I'm actually only going to fire the SRM-6 here because of hit odds. Okay. Phase 17, that is this Galleon. We took a point of damage. That's clearly a big problem. I don't care. I really don't care. Moved through the fire there and panicked himself. Okay.
Yeah.
Our Javelin, rocking the dual SRM-6, is going to
All in
move up.
half.
Do we have any other types of ammo? We do have listen kill ammo. 29.8 and 27. We're slightly better off using listen kill here. Okay. We'll fire on that Galleon. Not like it made any difference. Okay.
Yeah.
Centurion, this is the one without jump jets, is going to sprint up over here. And we're going to fire on whatever our hit odds are best on. They're actually exactly the same on all of them. So I will fire on the fire truck as the lowest armor target. We'll shred off 8 points there. They attempted to fire on our stiletto and missed everything. Okay. An interesting choice, to be sure. Taking burn damage as
Commander.
well. So our Blackjack is only going to step up. I'm not going to sprint here. And 14.2 is our best odds.
Aye, aye.
8 damage is definitely lower than I was hoping for there, but about what could be expected. Oof, they've got those through armor rockets.
Critical hit.
Okay,
Bad.
I'm
that's
here.
not too bad. Now, yeah, the Centurion definitely can't make it up there right now, but we can position here,
Copy
and
that,
so we
Commander.
shall. And that gives us a shot with the heavy rifle and the ER medium. I'm just going to fire the ER medium with this range. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I didn't expect anything more.
Failed to connect.
Okay,
Commander?
our Vulcan is going to head up over this way, and we'll see what our hit odds are like. Pretty solidly mediocre. This does not surprise me in the slightest. We'll hotshot it. We did manage to hit with one of the Ultra AC5 rounds, so that is pretty good. Happily take that.
Yes, Commander.
Now, the Raven, I would absolutely love to get in behind somebody here. I don't think that's particularly realistic, so we're going to position over here with the Raven, and we are just going to light up this fire truck. Fire that narc. If that's a narc hit, that's fantastic. That fire truck is very likely dead at this point. The fire starter is going to come up over this way and possibly go for the galleon.
Double time. Let's go.
Actually, we're going to go for the callus here. Light it up.
Acknowledge.
Good damage chunks there.
My heat sinks can't vent fast enough.
This Centurion
I'm
is going to
taking
move up,
damage.
and with the direct
Moving to position.
beaconed LOS on the fire truck, we're going to light him up.
Attacking from position.
That is one dead fire truck.
And stay down.
Fantastic.
Commander.
And now our stiletto is going to come in over here. I would love to get into the rear arc of this callus, and indeed that's exactly what we can do. If we punch this guy, we can't actually fire the rocket 20. So I'm going to come over and... Okay, we can kick from this angle, rear arc, and probably kill the galleon.
Roger that.
That is a hit. Fantastic. And that's one dead galleon. Just what we were looking for.
Reporting one less vehicle.
Okay, next up,
I am
our
out
Centurion
of
is going to
short-range
close in
missiles.
over here. And I'm starting to think maybe they don't have reinforcements, but why would they not have reinforcements? This is so little to fight.
Close that.
We did manage to stray shot our stiletto a couple times there. That's rude.
Orders.
Okay, our Blackjack is going to move up here. We don't get a direct LOS. That's fine. We'll just drop some missiles in here. It's actually pretty good in terms of the damage
Commander.
spread. We'll take that. I would love to get in behind this guy with the Javi, and that's indeed
Confirm.
exactly what we can do. Fantastic. Good damage chunks there.
I'm
and
here.
our Vulcan will come in. I would like to see a side arc here, but we don't actually see one.
Confirmed.
We'll just position here. This means that the Vulcan is likely the target.
Roger.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, they missed everything on the Vulcan. That's fine. No concerns there at all. And they moved through the burn damage.
Good to go.
Interesting choice, but I'll allow it.
Acknowledged.
I mean, this guy's dead. Not necessarily with this round, but... Well, it is with this round, but not with this mech. Oh, actually, it was with that mech. He ejected. Sure.
Mission successful.
Well, that was really, really easy. Like, remarkably easy. I didn't expect it to be quite that easy, but yeah, that was pretty good. We'll go ahead and proceed here, 645k, and they're disputing the fire truck, Callus, and J. Edgar, and they're offering us a heavy, actually 2 heavy rifles, some tandem rockets. Actually, yeah, I would rather have these than this stuff. Except. Okay, so that's actually 3 J. Edgar parts. I don't care. 3 heavy rifles in a single priority salvage. Yes, please. 3 tandem rockets as well. A wrecking ball, a 4-ton melee weapon. It is handheld. We're going to take that. A 4-tonner is kind of a sweet spot there, actually, now that I think about it. We don't want these internal combustion engines. We'll happily sell those. Standard FCS, no thanks. We're doing okay on standard heat sinks. I'm gonna keep these, I think. Just because we do need to fix up that ghost. Infernal SRM ammo and machine gun ammo will keep. Engine Core 105 will keep. And these fluid guns, I think I'm going to get rid of them. I don't see a future where we use that anytime soon. The question now becomes, do we have a cheap upgrade to pursue in order for us to get that Hunchback online? Because we could use the money that we made out of this to get the Hunchy online, and that would be a pretty solid upgrade for us. One that I think I'm interested in taking. We'll see how much this actually costs us to repair. I don't think it'll be that much. We are probably going to have to do a manual repair afterwards of the stiletto to get that upper arm, I think it was, repaired. But that's okay. That'll probably cost nothing and take 0 days is my guess. I do want the ghost to be the top priority here, which means we'll have to take forward 2 days. We'll have to take forward 8 days in total for our mech warriors anyway. Let's hop into engineering here and see if there's a good cheap upgrade for us here. Recreation is 406k, 683 here, 284 for the vehicle bay. I don't care about the vehicle bay. 341 for a tech point in the drive system. 360 for a tech point in the machine shop. So technically this one is a slightly better upgrade.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
We'll get that underway.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
And then let's start working on the Hunchy. We know we're going to have a little bit of time here. So how much would this actually cost to just do this? Just that is 500k. Right. So this is by default an Engine Core 200. What's the closest that we have here? The closest that we have is actually an Engine Core 200. Okay, and that would be a standard engine right now. They do have prototype double heatsinks on this by default. I don't think we have... Well, we do have a double heatsink kit. We could put double heatsinks into this. Do we have double heatsinks if we need them? We have a couple. Okay, so this is an Omni slot up here. That's fascinating in that torso. We'd be able to put in something along the lines of a heavy rifle up here. I would really prefer... We should put a Gauss in there. That is 15 tons. Like, that is the vast majority of our weight there. I think we could make this work, though. We put in a Gauss rifle, and it would be hilarious if we managed to cram on, like, a pair of ER large lasers into the arms. Something like this. Now, our heat efficiency is pretty bad, and we're overweight, obviously. We would need to put in ferrofibrous armor and endosteel structure for sure, just to get a hope of having this be decent. We could downgrade the engine core in this. That is a thing we could do. Now, this thing wouldn't have to move very quickly because it's got a Gauss and dual ER large laser. So we could drop the engine core 200 and instead put in like an engine core 150. Would give us a ton to work with. Perhaps even something like an engine core 120. Now, that doesn't really help our heat efficiency. What is our required heat sinks on? 6 external free heat sinks. So we're going to definitely have to drop the double heatsink kit. We just don't have the double heat sinks to do the free heat sinks. That does, however, mean that we can put a lot in this. Now, do these count as free heat sinks? They do not. Fascinating. So we can do something like this and have laser insulators in there, and then have heat sinks, say here. We need a total of 6 of these. These are our free heat sinks here. And then, yeah, this is already too expensive. That's fine, I suppose. So something along the lines of this would be our free... Actually, that's our total number of heat sinks that we can have. Now, it's not ideal, to be sure. We'd want it to be something along the lines of... Take that off there, and then do something like this. And then put in another heatsink here. Now, of course, this heat efficiency is pretty garbage, right? We could drop the ER large lasers. That's something we could definitely do. That frees us up a lot of weight. And that would allow us to put in... We could put in something along the lines of ER medium lasers. It'd be less heat, less weight. We could do something like that. And of course, do we need additional heat sinks on this? No, we do not. That's not a free heat sink there. So we can free up a fair amount of weight here. Move these guys. Actually, I think I'd like to move the laser insulators into like... Oh, it requires to have a laser insulator on that location. Okay, that makes sense. So like, if we did this here... No, that works. That works. So we could put a laser insulator... Okay, we could put a laser insulator here, though. And we could put a second one here in the center torso. And then move the heat sinks something like this. And that gives us 9 tons to work with. Now, our heat efficiency isn't perfect. We could put another heat sink in here. Oh, wait. Yeah, that is the number of heat sinks that we need in total. So that's 9 tons to work with. We could theoretically put in something like an LRM over here, a missile, or some other long-range weapon. We don't have Gauss ammo. That is definitely something we need to think about. Gauss ammo doesn't explode. It is inert, so that's fine. So we could put in the Gauss ammo right up here. That would be completely okay. The Gauss rifle itself is volatile, but the Gauss ammo is not. And that would, of course, give us how many rounds of ammunition? 16. That is plenty of ammo. And then we could put in... We could actually move these over to, like, this torso. Just for slot considerations. Yeah, that could work. Just the tonnage on that Gauss rifle Blackwell. Okay, just checking. So then we could put in, say, something like... The LRM-10 is 5 tons. That could work. Realistically. Too many weapons mounted. Oh, right. That isn't going to work. We could, however, do maybe like a periphery rifle over here. What is the optimal range of that? 210 versus the optimal Gauss range of 450. I'd like something a little longer range. Maybe just an AC-2. Yeah, that's actually pretty similar. We could put an AC-2 over here, and then just a single ton of ammo. We move this heatsink, say, to here, and then place the... Oh, we don't have AC-2 ammo. RIP. RIP. We'll have to buy AC-2 ammo. Okay. So, here's the thing. This is going to put us into debt, and we know this. So... There we go. I believe the game only ends if you hit a month tick that brings you negative. So we'll confirm this.
Right.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Yes, I'm aware. So what we'll do is we're going to hop over to the store. And we're going to deal with this small problem. And we're also going to purchase in some AC-2 ammo. Now, we can't afford the AC-2 ammo just yet. So we're going to sell, say, these... battle armor weapons. There we go. That's a... I'm aware. I am aware. ER medium lasers, heavy flamers, heavy rifles. I'm actually going to sell 2 of these heavy rifles.
We're almost completely out of cash.
Oh, I'm well aware, Darius. This was definitely known. I'm going to get rid of these mine dispensers. I don't like using them. I don't like my team having mines. I don't like the enemy team having mines. PPCs would be nice to get rid of those, but it is what it is. Coolant flush, sure. Do we have any spare engines in here that we can get rid of? No, we do not. That is fine. We'll deal with some of this a little later on. We do need to make sure that we get the Hunchback repaired before we make further changes. So, I mean, that's going to take a long time, right? Yeah, that's going to take 34 days. Now, that is our top priority right now, but it's going to take too long, so we're not going to get that done this episode for sure. For absolute sure. Now, we're going to hop over into the mech bay here, and we're going to take a look at our storage here. And things that we do not want include this hunter. We're just going to scrap it.
Our nest
All we
egg
got to
is
do
just
is get
about
positive
gone,
here. So, let's see. The Cyrano? Absolutely. We'll scrap that. That does bring us positive. Excellent. So we'll put the AC2 ammo into the Hunchy once it gets repaired. I'll put a note in to make sure that I remember to do that. And at that point, we'll have a pretty decent long-range fire support mech. I like it. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.